And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome inside the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium as we get set for the gold medal game this afternoon between the Eastern Hitmen of Newfoundland and Labrador and the Pownal Red Devils from Prince Edward Island. Let's come up inside the booth for just a moment. Hi, everybody. George Scott, Robert Golding joining us for the game today. Robert, gold medal game. We've been playing for 4 days. It comes down to this. Red Devils and the Hitmen. A contrast in styles, I think, between the two teams.
Yeah, no doubt about it, George. And the thing is that when you look at the age under 13 like this, it's just so exciting watching these kids, their smiles. You see them getting in, the fans, the parents. It's one of those joys and this time of the year.
Yeah, it certainly is. This is the culmination of a full year of work for these young people. It's mentioning a difference in styles. I had you taken off. I was doing it myself all week. Apologies for that, Robert.
That's totally good.
Yeah. For the Hitmen, they're a bigger team than the Red Devils. They've got a couple of big stars, in particular Maddox Peddle, who's had a tremendous tournament for them. Yeah. For the Red Devils, they just keep coming at you. They've got, especially the top two lines, 6 players who are, I described them as clones of each other.
Right.
They just keep throwing them out, and the good skaters, well skilled, and they're relentless.
And the thing is, George, and the key word is relentless. And once you get the puck dumped in the zone, and of course, you know, we're used to doing under 15, under 18, and senior. And of course, we look at this ice surface and we think it's small compared to other. But when you look at it under 13 years of age, and this size ice surface is pretty good for them. The key is that goaltenders are obviously a lot smaller. And as goaltenders go down, they give up a lot of the top part of the net.
Yep.
And that's where I think a lot of the goals come from. Now, we also think about some of these 13-year-olds can't shoot the puck very hard.
Oh.
They certainly can.
Yeah, one of the things that I've talked about it this week and talking to people around the stadium, they're impressed with how hard these people shoot the puck for relatively small guys.
Yeah, and technology plays a role, and of course, repetition.
Absolutely. All right, let's head down to ice level. The teams are getting ready. We've got the Hitmen in the white and black. The Red Devils in the predominantly red uniforms. All right, we're all set. Gold medal game. Newfoundland and Labrador to take on Prince Edward Island. Hitmen against the Red Devils. Starting a goal for the Red Devils, number 31, Colby Aylward. I'll get you the Red Devils goaltender in just a second. That shot blocked. Bella Norman can't get it out. Now it'll come out. She plays it down the ice. I should mention, haven't mentioned this all week, that this is not the male hockey championships. A number of females are playing in this tournament. You're good enough. The female exclusive tournament, U13, being played about an hour away in Gander.
Yes, another great tournament.
Yep. Quick pass up ahead. It's Richards, and he's one of those Red Devils who can really skate. Richards, Campbell, English. Norman with a chance. That's poked away, and back come the Red Devils. Davidson down the left side, takes it into the corner, tried to throw it out in front. Taken by the Hitmen, cleared out. Hartman's got it out at his own blue line. Got to be careful here. Lambert closing in on him. Hartman moves it ahead. Richards, it's a little bump. Loses the puck. It comes out to center to Hartman. Here comes the second line for the Red Devils. Breeden, Blanche, and English. O'Neill gets it across. Cleared in by Snook. Hartman being pressured behind his net. Gets knocked down. No call. Came right out in front. That shot stopped and held. First scoring chance of the game. Benjamin Snook from the Hitmen.
A little push in the back. No foul. Nothing that resulted in a good disadvantage down low.
Nice.
Notice the goaltender, George came over, really tracked the puck well.
Blake Pearson goal for the Red Devils. He's been terrific all week. Backup goaltender for Red Devils, Ronan Lee, has also been strong. Red Devils come into this undefeated through the round robin. 3 wins in regulation, 1 overtime win. That was in their first game against the Riptide, but they've got it going since then. For the Hitmen, 3-1. Only loss coming to the Red Devils, 8-6 in a real shootout of a game.
Yeah, that's a high-scoring affair for sure. You don't mind if high-scoring if you're on the winning edge.
English trying to get around Patey. English backhands it towards the goal. It goes in behind. Pushed to the boards by Patey. Blanchian looking for it. That's taken away. Foss moves it ahead. Lambert can fly. Lambert forced wide by McQuillan, the big defenseman for the Red Devils, their captain. Out it comes. That's cleared in by McDonald. McDonald battling for it along the boards. Comes out in front. Holmes has it. Holmes down into the corner. Around the boards it comes. White will pick it up here on the near boards. It'll come out though. Chen up to McDonald. A good pass. McDonald in. Swinging wide. Threw it in front. It's tipped and it goes wide. Puck will come out to center. Chen got a stick on it. Prevented Dalton from getting away. Now they'll move it up the left side. Pass went under the stick of Vitch. Toombs off the boards. Comes right back to him. Kept in. Now it's cleared out. Held it in for just a second. Patey to an open wing. White forced to go back into his own end. Gives it up to Patey. And again, Hitman can't get it out. Campbell, number 1 line out there for the Red Devils again. Davidson fanned on that pass. White just gets rid of it. Hartman over to Josie. In it goes off the stick of White. Richards is going to get there first for the Red Devils. Richards circling. Richards with a shot went wide. On the other side, Hartman will pinch in. This is Maddox Peddle. Peddle goes down. That's going to be a penalty against the Red Devils. Peddle was tripped up behind his.
Yeah, both officials had their arms up immediately.
Yeah, that was a no-doubter.
That's only our second stoppage of play, George. And one of the things that you will notice in this, the under 13 level, is that there are a lot fewer stoppages of play. Because number one, we don't see nearly as many icings because the guys can't shoot it quite as hard. And the thing is that you don't see many offsides. This is only our second stoppage of play, almost 4.5 minutes of ice time.
Yeah, all the games have been running like clockwork, pretty much within a couple of minutes of an hour and a half each. It's been amazing. O'Toole back at the point, shot in, grabbed by Pierce. He'll hang on to it as he tracked that one well.
George, I can remember watching 2 of these guys, O'Toole and Peddle, a couple of weeks ago when you were out doing the herder in Deer Lake, and I was in Corner Brook watching my son play. This tournament was also being played in Corner Brook, a play down or a tournament. And I watched the Hitmen. The Hitmen actually won that tournament, and I was very impressed at how these guys moved the puck.
Yeah, that was to determine who would be the Newfoundland and Labrador representative here at the Atlantics.
Yeah, the Hitmen won 5-2 in the championship game in that one.
Lambert brings it in, throws it across, chance shot, stopped by Pierce. That was Whalen. And that's cleared.
Really love the way the goaltender tracked over there. That was a great scoring opportunity for the Hitmen, but the goaltender was equal to the task.
Lambert over the other side off the skate of Parsons. Hitmen maintain possession. It's cleared in. Back to get it. Davidson gave it away. O'Toole shot, and again Pierce square to the puck, takes it in the midsection and no rebound.
Yeah, and the forward both times on shots from the D-man O'Toole, who possesses a good shot. Both forwards for the Hitmen were off to the side, getting boxed out. And I'm sure the coaching staff are going to tell them, particularly on a power play, a shot from the point you need to get in and cause a little bit of havoc in front of that net.
All right, 1 minute to go in the power play. Davidson short-handed, shoots it in. Or actually, that's English, 12.
Usually Peddle and O'Toole on D for the Hitmen play the entire 2-minute power play as well, George.
Foss back to Peddle. Up to Norman. And that is, again, cleared down. And Blanche will get there first for the Red Devils. Blanche short-handed. Get a shot on net.
Off a player. That's one that I'm sure that the Hitmen coaching staff, it would have been too many men, but he didn't touch it.
Nobody touched it.
Goaltender needed to play that puck earlier.
Norman missed it. McKenzie will go back to get it. We're down to just 15 seconds to go in the power play. Couple of shots early, nothing since then. Here's Blanche chipping it in. Just 5 seconds to go in the power play. Hitmen going to run out of time. Foss up the right side, off the boards. Working against Josie, goes down into the corner. Penalty is over. Peddle circling along the boards, back to Dunn. Dunn pulls it back, shot, easy catch for Pierce. I like the way Pierce watches that puck right into his glove. We've seen that 3 times already in this game.
Yeah, right into his glove, George, and that just shows that the goaltender has lots of confidence, and that's exactly what you want to see from your goaltender, whether it's 5-on-5 or even more so when you're killing a penalty, your team's killing a penalty.
So we're back to 5-on-5, 8:28 left to go, 15-minute periods. Lambert stole it. Lambert shot, block save.
That was another great reaction save by the goaltender.
Yeah, just got the blocker on it. That was headed for that far post. Lambert's got it again in the corner. Lambert chips it behind the net. Taken by White. The Hitmen come up with the puck and it's taken away. Long pass over. Look out. Here's Campbell. Campbell's got a step. Campbell in. Campbell shoots. Scores!
And there you go, George. That's their second shot on net only. But a great breakout play coming through the middle. 2 very quick passes. Campbell possesses some good speed and a better shot. Beats goaltender 1-0. PEI.
All right, let's have a look.
Just a quick breakout right here. You see this from D to forward. Spots the other forward coming through. And the D-man for the Hitman was on the wrong side of him and could not get back there to get hold to him.
Talked about the speed of these Red Devil forwards. We saw it there.
Oh, very quick.
Campbell breaking in.
Only their second shot on net, George.
Hitman trying to respond. That hit the outside of the net, and it goes in behind. Davidson rings it around the boards. Gets past O'Neill and down the ice. It was touched, so no icing. Snook back to pick it up. Richards watching him. He moves it up through the middle. Richards stole it. Richards has it. Richards forced back out and turns, shoots it in. Blanche looking for it. Quick line change for the Red Devils. They get their second line out there. Blanche, Breeden, and English. That goes into the Red Devils bench. We're down to 6:49 to go here in the first. 1-0 Red Devils.
One thing you'll also know, George, and with 2 good veteran officials here, both of the Gills, Josh and Jeremiah from Baldwood area, just a little east of here, they will let these players play. You won't see any heavy body contact, but they'll allow you to bump and grind line the boards and play the game. They don't want to be a determining factor in this game.
Yeah, it's good officiating if you don't notice them.
Yeah, that's right. Very much so.
Scramble draw. Just out over the blue line. McQuillan. Cale McQuillan. Right in front, then it's backhanded towards the goal by number 6, Mason McDonald, and a stop there by the goaltender, Aylward.
George, that's another play where the forward is on the outside of the D-man, but is breaking on the inside, and the inside position is where you get a shot from, and O'Toole didn't recognize that quickness and needs to get to that position a little bit quicker.
There's Bella Norman.
Great skater.
Absolutely, very smooth. McQuillan. Got the two McQuillans on the Red Devils, Kale and Nash. Nash is the defenseman, the captain. O'Toole back behind his net, stops, comes out the other side, moves it ahead quickly to Lambert. Lambert can't get going. Hit it to Foss. Foss held up. Richards comes back to pick it up for the Red Devils. Richards winding up. This guy can skate.
Yeah.
Richards up through the middle. He's got Davidson with him. Gives it up to Davidson and heads for the net. Broken up by Norman. And it's flipped in front, kicked away by Aylward. Norman can't move it. Red Devil players down, shaken up inside the blue line.
He's going to have to get off.
That's Campbell. So they had to hold up, wait for him to clear the zone before they brought it in. Now we've got a penalty coming up to the Hitmen.
That's going to be behind the play there as Puck Pursuit got the stick involved.
Richards back to McKenzie. Back in for Richards. It'll be touched off here, and the Red Devils going to power play. Interference will be the call.
Yeah, and that's what created a little bit of space there. Got in the way, especially down anything inside of the hash marks. You get in front of someone like that there, that's going to create some space to try to break the puck out. That's going to be called every time.
.5:15 to go, opening period, 1-0 for the Red Devils from Prince Edward Island over the Hitmen from Newfoundland and Labrador, and the Red Devils now on the power play. Richards with a shot, missed short side. Davidson has it.
Richards not a big guy, but got a really good wrist shot.
Fanned on that one, now he's got it, and that is stopped by Aylward as he came sliding out.
Yeah, he's upset. He fanned on the one-timer. It was a great pass coming from the other side, and they spotted Richards over here in the soft ice part of the zone, and he had a great opportunity but fanned on it.
Richards back to McQuillan, down low to Richards. Richards stepping in, shoots it, hit the goaltender, hit him in the mask. Heard the clicking noise. It's in behind him. He's sitting on it, and the whistle goes.
Yeah, hit him in the mask and fell right down by his pads, which was a good thing because there was a forward just lurking behind for the PEI team, waiting to get that loose puck.
Braden to face off against Peddle. Red Devils win it. Richards spinning off the boards, watched by Peddle, gets it back to McQuillan. McQuillan centers it, puts it towards the goal, hit his teammate in front. Richards holding it, still holding it. Now he'll shoot it. That missed the net, and from that angle, it's going to come all the way back towards the blue line. McQuillan hustles over to hold it in. Dunn trying to get it out. He lost it. It came in front of the goal. Back to the corner it goes. Richards reaching for it, can't get it. Peddle quickly ahead. Finds Whalen. Back to Peddle. Peddle to an open wing. Whalen will go over and get it. He'll rag the puck a little bit, try and kill some time. Back to O'Toole, shoots it in wide. Peddle will get there first for the Hitmen. Peddle holding it in front all alone. Whalen, shoot, scores!
Short-handed, big short-handed goal, George. And I'm just amazed at the amount of ice on the Peddle and O'Toole. They play a regular shift, they play a power play, and they're out killing a penalty. And O'Toole just takes the puck and dumps it in deep. Peddle, who's up forward, gets it, spots the wide open winger on the left side. Nobody within 40 feet of him, and he buries it into the back of the net. We're tied up one apiece.
You gotta wonder how you are that open when you're short-handed.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But I'll tell you, Robert, one of the things this weekend I noticed, there have been a lot of short-handed goals.
Yeah, that's a missed assignment down low for the Red Devils there for sure. I know we're only early into the game, but it's also a very much needed goal for this Hitman team. You don't want to get down 2-0. All square again.
We noticed the power play was up for the wrong team there for a minute. Hartman with a shot kicked away by Aylward. Just 3 seconds to go in the power play for the Red Devils. Right in front, scramble in front of the goaltender. Puck still loose. Now it's cleared to the boards.
Don't know how it stayed out. But
Well,
it did.
Center race for it. Dalton will get there first. Dalton barreling in. Dalton scores short side.
Wow. Dalton, who was just coming off of the bench, George, coming up, is wide open. I looked over at the Hitmen bench, and they're screaming, go, go, go. He goes down, looks like he was just running out of gas, so instead of trying to beat him to the outside, he cuts back to the middle. You watch right here, it looks like they're probably neck and neck. Puts a nice move right here, comes out. I think he gets 5-hole. Yes.
Oh, so it is.
5-hole as the goaltender was coming across. Leg spread, beats him. What a turn of events.
2-1 Hitmen. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first.
If the Red Devils weren't upset over the shorthanded one, they're certainly going to be upset over that. That just came as the penalty expired.
McQuillan looking for it. Lost it in his skates. Davidson has it. Davidson cutting in. Backhand goes behind the net. He's got it again and taken away by Whalen. Whalen pushed to the boards by McQuillan. Back at the point. Hartman nowhere to shoot it, so he'll put it back in behind the goal. McQuillan gets it there. They threw it right through the crease. They scored. Davidson.
And George, that's just, you talked about the word relentless earlier. This PEI team down low are very quick, and they do not quit on the puck. They had a chance just before that, and you see they just beat the D-man and the forward to the puck. The forward for the Hitman goes behind the player. You watch right here. Nobody is taking 10 in front of the net. Back in the net, 2-2.
They had a shootout in their first game.
Well,
8-6. We're headed that same way.
Yeah, this is going to be as the old saying goes, a Jim Dandy.
Last goal wins. Might be overtime. Who knows? Peddle quickly across. That's put in front. It was tipped. Comes to the near boards. Peddle, another chance shot. Stopped by Pierce. O'Toole down into the corner against Richards. Richards to the other side to McQuillan. Nash McQuillan gets rid of it at center. Beresford shoots it back in. Toombs to Richards. Richards kicks it up to his stick. Taken away by O'Toole, but Campbell following up on it. Campbell gets it to the front of the goal. Puck goes to the boards. Parsons will get to it and he'll clear it out. McKenzie turning to center to English. English plays it in. Peddle back to get it for the Hitmen. Norman, a little trouble with it. Richards is going to go get it. Richards cutting out in front, gets the shot, hit the outside of the net. Peddle alone on this rush, working against McKenzie. Peddle squeezes by on the boards and runs over the defender for the Red Devils.
Just keeps going. Big kid.
Puck along the boards. Peddle looking for it. Red Devils have it, can't get it out. Peddle keeps it in. Long shot in, high over the top of the goal. Comes to the near boards. And it'll come out. Patey up for Peddle. Peddle tried to cut inside. He was stopped by Chen. Now White brings it in. White with a nice move at the blue line. Still loose there. White still trying to push forward. Puck goes to the boards. Red Devils are on it. McQuillan has it. Tried to hit McKenzie through the middle. That pass was picked off by Patey. Now it comes loose, and here's McQuillan, the defenseman. McQuillan getting around Dunn. McQuillan with a shot, hit the outside of the net. Patey. Chen keeps it in. Long shot in. It's redirected just wide. McKenzie got a stick on it. And as the buzzer goes, Breeden was cutting in front. Entertaining first period. We'll have a very brief intermission, just 2 minutes.
Very entertaining is right, George. I really like the skill set of both teams. Moving the puck very well, but this Red Devil team down low, they're not as big, but they're so quick down low and quality shots. I really like the way both goaltenders track the puck. And George, as you said earlier, I think it might be last goal wins.
Just had a look at the shots on goal. 10-9 in favor of the Hitmen after the first period. Yeah, lots of scoring chances in this one. There's the Red Devils bench. Their head coach, Christopher Hedefine, talking to his players.
Yeah, there's I really like the skill level, and you could see some of these guys, particularly getting through the neutral zone and quick outlet passes, and then what we've been saying all the time, George, you got to provide puck support, and that means the forward, either in the middle or the far side, has got to come by, so that if your winger's got the puck on the boards, you only have a 10 or a 12-foot pass. So important, especially at this level. It's not like you got big, strong kids, but once you give puck support, you're able to break out a little bit easier. The first goal that the Red Devils got was the exact result of that. It was a D to a pass over on the right side, and the right winger then had some puck support with the centerman coming through the middle, and he was able to beat the D-man and get in for a 1-0 goal.
We're tied at 2 after first 15 minutes. We will have a full intermission after the second period and a flood of the ice. So far, nothing to choose between these two teams with one period done.
No, I'm just wondering how Peddle and O'Toole, George, are going to fare as this game goes on, because they play a tremendous amount of ice time. I'm sure young kids, you're there, but when you, like, not only do they play a lot of ice time, George, but they got the puck a lot. So if you got the puck a lot, it's not like you're just out there gliding. You're having to do something all the time. So gauging their ice time is going to be very important for the Hitmen coaching staff.
All right, teams change ends, and we are set to go again. Period 2. Controlled by the Red Devils. English will bring it in over the right side. English has got Blanche heading for the front of the goal. Puck goes to the boards. Hitman have it. Get it out to center. Toombs knocked off his stick. Braden's got to try and get back. Lambert's got it. Lambert steps around McQuillan. Lambert backhand, and that's grabbed by Pierce. I think it was going wide and behind the net, but Pierce won't take any chances.
Yeah, Lambert's a good skater, George. Good puck handler as well. Like what he does, especially in the neutral zone with the puck. He's always looking to move it up. He wants to be going always forward.
O'Neill holds it in. English was bothering him, and it'll be brought out. Breeden will walk right in. It comes right to the goaltender, Aylward, who's forced to cover it.
That was just a simple dump in on the board, George, and the D-man wasn't able to get it in deep, turned it over, and wasn't able to get back. It was a 3-on-2, and it was a pretty good goal-scoring opportunity for the Red Devils.
Puck goes in behind the the Hitman net. Along the boards. Back in there again. Campbell tried to work it out in front. Now he does get in front. Went off the defenseman's skate and went wide.
Almost in the back of the net. That would have been very unfortunate for the Hitman.
Parsons plays it off the boards. It'll come out. Peddle stole it. Peddle trying to get away. Get a little bump. And goes down. Hitmen the Red Devils get it. Cleared out by Josie. Richards. Josie. Can't get it out. Long shot in. Peddle got a piece of it. Went wide. He's got it behind the net. Maddox Peddle. Tried to throw it in front. Richards cleared that to the boards. Hartman. Picked in by O'Toole. Shot goes in wide. It'll be picked up on the far side by Parsons of the Hitmen. Chipped it off the boards to himself. He's got it. Threw it out in front. Was looking for Norman. Cleared by the Red Devils.
She was wide open as well.
Just kept in and then shot down the ice. And this will be an icing call against the Red Devils. And they are allowed to change, so they'll get fresh legs out there.
That's our first icing call of the day, George.
Yep.
Or the afternoon.
puck will get out over the blue line. Patey had it on a stick for a second. McKenzie to McQuillan, had to get rid of it in a hurry, and it's dumped in off the boards, and Pierce won't take any chances.
No, you have a guy coming down behind your D. Your D is not able to see him, so yes, as a goaltender, make that save, stop, get fresh troops out. Just noticing here, George, as well as PEI team, Red Devils, you notice that they waited for the visiting Hitmen to make their change, and then they came out with the next line. So looks like there might be a little bit of strategy here, some line matching.
Yeah, Red Devils are the home team, having the better record coming into the gold medal game. That comes right to the side of the goal, right in front.
That just lay in the crease.
Yeah. Pierce able to keep that right pad down and keep it out. But that puck was loose for a while. Then the shot comes in, tip wide. Behind that, they'll try the wraparound. That's broken up.
And the goaltender needs to get up. He was down on his pads for too long.
Play along the boards, goes down into the corner.
It's a tough shift here now for the Hitmen. They're tired, and this Red Devil team have puck possession for the last 45 seconds.
That line match may have worked out.
I think so. They need to get it out.
Back in. Patey, a little slow to move on it. Now he'll go get it. Red Devils changing again.
Yeah, this should give him a chance to break it out now.
Lambert, talked about it, how well he can skate, given some open ice. Here he goes. Lambert. And knocked off his stick. McQuillan up to Davidson. Great pass through the middle. Finds Richards. Richards one-on-one. Richards goes to the backhand. Hit the goal post. It came out the other side.
What a beautiful move inside to outside.
And watching Richards do that all tournament long.
Yeah, beat the D-man to the inside. Just very quick change of position and
Campbell
pace.
to Richards. Plays it towards the goal. Cleared away by Snook. Doesn't get out. Richards has it again. Just lofts that one in. A blocker save made. Comes to the boards, and the Hitmen say enough of that. They'll send it down the ice. We'll get an icing call. 10:56. Last two shifts, all Red Devils.
Yeah, when they made that change, George, and you're going to see the Hitmen counteracting, coming out with their two big D, O'Toole and Pownal, hoping to stabilize things, and coming out with their number one line as well.
Breeden got hauled down at the side of the net. Play continues along the boards, kept in again. Blanche down into the corner. Parsons to Norman, just get it out to center. Hartman quickly across. Josie tried to play it in. Hit the Hitman player at the blue line, comes out. Blanche has got it, poked away from him. Hartman tried to give it to Josie. Went off his skate. They'll bring it in just onside. Peddle looking for it, in there with Hartman. Peddle gets the inside position. Then we have a scrum along the boards. Parsons with it, trying to get a little bit of room back there. Tried to backhand it out in front, kept in back at the point. Beersford with a shot, hit some traffic in front. Peddle with a shot, and a great save by Pierce. Stuck out the right pad. Gets past O'Toole. Beersford's got to hustle back. Breeden trying to track him down. Around the boards, looking for Parsons. Cut off over there. It's English. And along the boards. Peddle just gets it out. Chen out at center. To McDonald. McDonald can't get it in. Norman has it. Norman to the boards. Parsons will go over and try and get it. He does. McKenzie watching him. Parsons takes it behind the goal, taken away by the Red Devil defenseman, McKenzie. Backhanded in by Dalton. Chen back to get it. Tried to pass it up to McDonald. Dalton was all over him. Now McDonald has it. It just comes out. O'Toole sends it back in. out of the glove of Pierce, over to McKenzie. And the puck finally comes out through the middle. O'Toole intercepted that. O'Toole holds it and will backhand it in. O'Toole's going to go into forecheck against McKenzie. Down the ice it goes, and this will go just wide of the goal. No icing.
Not sure why.
Yeah, you and I both look at each other on that one, expecting the whistle to go.
Yeah, there's no way the D-man could have got up to the puck.
O'Toole at center, off a stick, goes high in the air. McQuillan knocks it down, clears it up towards the blue line. White will keep it in for the Hitmen. McQuillan's got it. Off the stick of Campbell. Vitch on it. He'll backhand it in. Toombs for Richards. Hopped over his stick. He'll go get it. Richards over the other side. Pass in the air. Campbell couldn't get to it. Tried to get Lambert. Did not come out. Now it'll come out. This is Lambert at the blue line. He stopped.
It's outside.
It is. Linesman's arm has gone up. Whistle goes.
Players had to be very careful, George. 8-10 feet inside of the blue line. I know that they're trying to make these little quick, short passes, but if there's not a passing option, you got to get the puck hard off of the boards, because if not, it gets stuck in your zone, and all of a sudden you got two guys or a guy and a girl, whomever, outside of the blue line, and then you're looking at numbers and odd man rush against. You got to try to prevent against that, especially in the back half of the second period.
Richards will bring it in. Stops along the boards. Richards holding it, having a look. Richards trying to work it in front. Davidson fed it to the front of the goal. McQuillan steps in. Big save made by Aylward.
That was a great pad save.
Richards, his shot hit the outside of the net. Campbell's got it. Tries the wraparound. It comes through the crease, and the Hitmen able to get it out.
I think they avoided one there.
Whalen to Lambert. McQuillan down into the corner. Shrugs off Whalen. Moves it ahead for Richards. He lost it. Come here to the boards. Toombs on it. Richards has it inside the blue line. Richards leaves it for Davidson. Scrambly along the boards. Finally it'll come out. Toombs has it, sends it back in, goes in wide of the goal. On the other side, Patey has it. Patey will leave it. Lambert. Whalen, off of Whalen's stick. Campbell driving towards the net.
Can't believe that's not a penalty.
Wow, and the Red Devils bench can't believe it either, Robert.
No, that's an easy call right there as far as I'm concerned. I mean, first it was a great pass, but the forward just wasn't able to corral the pass. And not only was he in a bad position, but he was behind the play and got hooked.
Yeah.
And I understand how the bench is very irate here now.
Campbell jumped on that loose puck, headed to the goal, and clearly tripped up. Anyway, we continue. Norman trying to get around McKenzie. Norman's got a bit of room. Norman with a shot. The goaltender really overplayed to his right. Made the save. A lot of room on the far side. It was outside the post. O'Toole to Norman. Cycles it down into the corner. Norman got a skate on it. Parsons had it taken away. Here comes English. English shoots it in. Comes out the other side and cleared to the boards. Foss, as the Red Devils are changing, leaves it for Parsons. Parsons in. He's stopped, and Blanche will go the other way. Cuts inside of the defense, heads up the ice. Blanche is in. That's stopped. Back at the point, Toombs drifts it towards the goal. Didn't get through, it's loose at the side. Cleared by the Hitmen. Foss off the boards and in. McQuillan back to get it. Just over 5 minutes left to go in the second period. This game moving along quickly. McDonald. O'Toole. Looking for White. Pass was a little bit too high. Toombs has it. That goes up in the air, back to O'Toole. Beresford to Parsons. He's got White heading towards the goal. Dalton is the trailer. Broken up by the Red Devils, and out they come. McDonald. McDonald in over the blue line. Shot in wide of the goal. Comes out the other side. Dalton gets to it first for the Hitmen. Up ahead. Gets it to Vitch. Vitch lost it. Here's Richards. Richards bringing it in. Richards. Nifty little move, and it went off the defenseman and almost went in the back of the net. Went off the back of the skate of O'Neill, and Aylward able to keep it out.
Richards is a nifty guy, George, coming down the right side. Brings that puck from his outside to his inside, and as a D-man, you're looking at the puck, and before you know it, you're looking at the puck that's gone past you.
Pretty shifty.
He is.
Cooper Richards.
Not a big kid, but I can guarantee he possesses some real good puck skills.
Went into the Red Devils bench. Yeah, that first line, Campbell, Richards, Davidson. Then you come back to the second line of Breeden, English, and Blanche, and there's not much to choose between them.
Now they're very, as you talked about, clones, they're very similar. They both possess the puck and keep puck possession, which is key to them, especially down low.
You're going to move the face-off inside the Hitmen zone.
Yeah, it was gloved out by a White, which causes a stoppage of play, which comes back in. Hitmen are saying that it went off a Red Devil jersey afterwards, but I don't think it did.
You're a long ways away on the other side of the ice. One of the few stadiums still has the benches on opposite sides of the ice. Don't see that anymore.
No, they should have them all like it.
Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium, the oldest artificial ice surface in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. It's a shot right from the face-off by Richards, kicked away by Aylward.
A classic old building for sure.
So you and I have called a lot of games here over the last
dozen years,
12 years, 13 years, something like that.
A lot.
Yeah. We do the Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts of the Newfoundland Senior Hockey and Central Impact of the U13 AAA.
Some high school.
And high school. We've done all sorts of games here. That shot stopped by the defenseman. I think O'Toole made the save.
He did, and he doesn't have a stick, and it was going into the empty net. He hit off his chest and his arm. He was in the blue paint. He still doesn't have a stick, and I don't understand why a forward is not giving him a stick. He's no good back there without a stick, I can tell you that.
Well, he made a save.
He did. Sure, yeah.
That shot hit the outside of the net.
I don't think anybody recognizes that he doesn't have a stick.
They're at a disadvantage. The Red Devils keep it in. Comes out in front. Here's O'Toole trying to kick it away.
That's the reason right there.
And somehow it's kept out. They're saying no. The referee's saying no. The Red Devils are celebrating, but the referee is right there emphatically saying no.
Yeah, the referee
but
is
you're right.
there.
No stick made all the difference in the world.
He couldn't make a play, George. He
almost
kicked the puck.
Gave up a goal.
Yeah, he kicked the puck, and there's just nothing he could do about that. It's going to be a penalty here now.
I think the referee didn't like the
No.
constant complaining from the Red Devils. Davidson looks like he's going to go. They'll move the face-off down into the Red Devils' end.
And George,
what a turn of events.
from our vantage point, it did not look like it crossed the goal line, but the official was right on it. And now the PEI bench is beside themselves as well. And they're going to want to have the referee come visit the bench, and I don't know what is going to happen out of that.
I don't know what you can do. I mean, it looked like Aylward came diving across, made a great save. He did on the first one. They were saying they put it in after, but the referee couldn't be in better position to call that.
No, and he was emphatic about the call.
Yeah. So now it leads to a power play for the Hitmen.
Yeah, what a turn of events.
Richard, shorthanded, moves it up ahead. Just too far for Campbell. He had a step.
At least.
They said 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike and another 2 for, I missed it.
I only got the 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike. I don't know if there was something else. It couldn't be because there's only 1:32 up on the board.
Well, that's what they're checking. I'm sure the public address announcer said, and another 2 for, let's see. Right now, just the 1:32 up on the clock. And it appears that's what it's going to stay. O'Toole back in his own end. Hitmen on the power play. Lambert drops it back for Parsons. Parsons coming through the middle. Now gets it in over the blue line. Drops it for Lambert. That pass was in his skates and cleared.
They're just too slow moving the puck through the neutral zone, George. And because of that, it's easy to defend on the blue line.
Whalen takes it off his skate, up to his stick, brings it in, drops it off for Peddle. Peddle steps in, off the stick of Breeden, up and out of play. 56 seconds to go in the power play.
And this Red Devil team know every chance that the Hitmen get, they're going to dish the puck off to Peddle. Peddle and O'Toole, the big guys, up forward and D. Peddle plays up and back.
Lambert plays the puck into the corner from the face-off. Trying to get away from Toombs. Up top for O'Toole. Whalen can't shoot it. He'll turn back against the boards, up to O'Toole. O'Toole lets it go, kicked away by Pierce. And a chance for Blanche to move it out. Now it's going to be a penalty.
Yeah. They let him away with the first one, George, and I like the first no call because he only got stick and got the puck. Then afterwards, it was the push in the back, and that's going to result in a hook and call.
So 4-on-4, 30 seconds left to go in the Red Devils penalty.
And the officials were left with no alternative but to call that. Having previously let the, what it seemed like a penalty call on the turnover.
So 4-on-4 for just under 30 seconds now. Peddle will bring it in. Peddle with a shot right on goal. The rebound came out and cleared in around behind the net.
It's going to be a slashing penalty here, George. Slash the stick out of Peddle's hand. This is going to result in a slash every time.
McQuillan.
Yeah, Peddle took the shot
like
coming down on the right side, George, and as he kept going to the net, the defender for the Red Devils slashed the stick, slashed it out of his hand, and that's an easy call. You just can't do that.
So a series of penalties here late in period number 2. So a brief power play for the Hitmen. Parsons behind the net. So first penalty against the Red Devils is off, and we're 4-on-4 again.
1 minute remaining in the second period.
Into the final minute of the second period. All the scoring in the first. Peddle stops, holding it. Feeds Whalen. Whalen with a shot off the stick of Hartman, up and out of play.
That's a good play and a good rush by Peddle. He gets it over to Whalen. Whalen needs to be a little quicker. The defender coming back for the Red Devils actually pursued, closed the gap, got a stick out, did a great defensive play.
Teams have settled down a bit after the 4 goals we saw through the first half of the first period. Face-off win for the Hitmen. O'Toole across, done, shot, that went wide. Back to O'Toole, down to Whalen. Whalen cutting in front, poked away, and a good defensive play. That was Josie.
Whalen had the D-man coming off his position as well. Looked like he was going to be able to get it to them. Didn't get the head up in time to recognize a wide open right side.
4-on-4 even strength, so that's a icing call against the Red Devils. Down to 35.1 seconds to go here in the second. O'Toole, Whalen, He'll go the other side. Dunn, wrist shot, that went wide. It'll be picked up by Richards. Richards short-handed. Nice play by O'Toole to get the stick in there and clear it to the boards.
Good poke check.
Hartman. Back for Josie. They'll leave it. Be careful there. Whalen was cruising through the area. Up at center, that's picked off. Dunn has it. Dunn will send it back in. Just 5 seconds to go. Hartman comes out, and that'll do it. So no scoring in that second period. All the scoring coming in the first. 2-2 tie. Shots on goal. 19-14 favoring the Red Devils of Prince Edward Island.
Yeah, that was an entertaining couple of periods, I've got to say. We looked at a couple of exchanges in the first period, a shorthanded goal, and of course the second shot on net for the Red Devils ended up finding the back of the net. But I really like the transition game for both teams. What they got to find out, you got to do now, you got to protect the puck along the boards, George. And of course, we saw a couple of so-so calls that were let go, and then we saw, a slash and stick. I know that the Red Devils coaching staff are a little upset over the not called hook, if you want to call it.
Well, I think they were more upset over the goal, maybe.
Yeah, and
or the goal that was not a goal.
The goal, yeah, the disallowed goal. But and I seen them they're down talking to the officials now. But the thing is that from our vantage point, we're a long ways away, but you got to give the referee credit. He was right on the goal line, and he was searching to get down to find that puck. The defender lost his stick, did not get his stick, and really he's, you're trying to play soccer, which he did, with no stick, and of course it almost resulted in a goal, George.
But it stayed out, and we stayed tied at 2. That's where we were after the first period. As I mentioned, we're going to get a full intermission now, 15 minutes. We will take a break on our coverage here, and we'll be back in a few minutes with period number 3. We've got a great gold medal game going here at the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium in Grand Falls, Windsor, at these 2025 Atlantic U13 Hockey Championships. Back in a few minutes, everyone. Got a 2-2 tie heading into the third period of this gold medal game. It's been a dandy. Each team with a penalty on the board as we start this third period. 17 seconds left to go in the penalty to the Hitmen. 38 seconds left to go in the penalty to the Red Devils. It'll be a brief power play after 17 seconds, barring other statistical things like goals and other penalties. But we will start 4-on-4.
This is critical now, George, for both teams for puck protection. You've got to really be aware of your quick, short passes. And, of course, you don't want to be on the wrong side of the puck looking at a guy's numbers going down. Defensively, you got to be very strong on the boards. And goaltenders, you got to play your best.
All right, George Scott here along with Robert Golding, cameraman Steve Knows with the 15 minutes of regulation left to play. That's brought him way offside. Campbell got in well ahead of Richards.
Fresh ice. Players got themselves a good break. They're excited. They're ready to go.
And Robert, the ice has been good all week for this event. There have been issues sometimes with the ice here at the Joe, the old stadium, but it's been very good despite some very warm weather, up in double digits the last few days.
Yeah, warm weather outside, not in here though.
You go outside to warm up.
Yeah, exactly. Spring has sprung maybe.
It's been nice. A lot of rain coming tomorrow though. Richards with a shot off a leg. English will take it out to center.
Be a short 15-second power play here now.
The puck goes into the boards. Very brief power play for the Hitmen. I don't think they're going to have time to do anything with it. Just 5 seconds left. Up ahead to Peddle. We'll see. Nope. That penalty against the Red Devils is over, and we are 5-on-5. Puck down in the Red Devils and into the corner. It'll come out to center. O'Neill will pick it up there. Across to Snook. Up ahead to Peddle. Peddle turns, shoots it in just wide of the goal. McQuillan back to get it for the Red Devils. Whalen overskated it. O'Neill out at the blue line will play it back in. Here's Campbell winding up. Campbell, long pass down the ice. That missed Richards. Really didn't have much of a chance, and it's an icing call.
It was behind the man high. Unless you're a good NFL wide receiver, that's probably going to go for icing 99 out of 100 times.
O'Neill back at the right point, puts it in along the boards. Foss looking for it. In there with Hartman. Comes back to the point. Snook with a chance. Snook with a shot right on goal, and Pierce will cover it.
That's where it's key now, George. If you're trying to get the puck out, you got to really, really make sure that it's going to go hard up to the middle. If not, you're going to see that shot coming back in, which we just saw at that time.
Puck comes in front of the goal and then cleared out. Davidson had to go off his skates, trying to get around the linesman. Couldn't. Brought back in by Norman, but again offside this time against the Hitmen.
I don't think we had two of those in the first period and a half, and we have two now in the last 30 seconds. We've definitely had a very quick 2 periods, no question.
O'Toole lifts it high down into the corner. Red Devils bring it out. Knocked off the stick. It's Foss. He lost it. For to O'Toole now on the other side. Played in by Norman. McQuillan. Davidson. Into the middle. Quick outlet. O'Toole broke that up. Foss will get it. Try and backhand it out. Now Parsons with it. Parsons stopped by Blanche. Parsons had the puck come back to him. That's still onside. Finally, he loses it.
And needed to get it deep once he made that second move. The third one was the one that got him in trouble. It's offside.
And it's touched, and again, an offside. 12:39 left to go. Gold medal on the line.
Yeah, those plays at the blue line, George, you got to be very, very careful. You turn that puck over, even at this level, is going to result in odd man rush against, and that's not something that you want.
Gets past Chen. He'll go back into his own end to get it. Got it to McKenzie, up through the middle, picked off by Vitch. Vitch coming back in, got knocked down by McDonald. And the wide receivers, it's just an open field tackle right there.
That was just a good one.
O'Toole. Don't know if we're going to see him off the ice in this third period.
Tripping penalty there.
And it is. Holmes slid out, took the feet out from under O'Toole.
After he fell down and he came out with the stick, that's just an easy call. This is not one that anybody's going to complain about.
Oh, people can complain.
Okay, well, true. But a penalty nonetheless. 12 minutes even here in the third period. A critical power play for this Hitmen team right now. Big face-off win by the Red Devils.
So come right down to the goal, and Aylward's going to have to hold it, so we'll get a face-off deep in Hitman territory. Not what they had in mind.
No, with George, I looked across at the Hitman bench, and the three coaches were yelling at the goaltender to play the puck. And he did not come out to play the puck, and as a result, it's a face-off in his own zone, whereas he could have came out and gave it over to his right D-man who was coming in 15 feet away.
It's O'Toole to Parsons. Looking for Peddle. Peddle's got it, gets it in over the blue line. Maddox Peddle backhands it in front of the net. It's knocked down there. Parsons following up on it. Peddle got to it. Hit somebody, went over the top of the net. In front, stopped. Great save by Pierce.
Spectacular save from
See
the
Rob
doorstep.
Lambert. Peddle winds up. Blocker save made by Pierce.
Goaltender is exceptional here now.
Peddle's got it at the left point, down along the boards. Into the middle for Parsons off the heel of his stick.
Nice setup.
O'Toole over the other side. Whalen back to O'Toole, steps into it, scores!
That's the result, George. They had 4 shots. Goaltender made 3 fantastic saves. That time there was traffic in front of the net.
I think it may have gone off the defenseman's foot.
I think it did, George.
There's a little bit of a bounce.
It went off something in front. O'Toole coming to play right here. Makes a nice pass. You can see it coming right back here. See if we can spot it here. It changed direction.
Yeah.
It was up, went down, and beat the goaltender to his left.
So a big power play goal for the Hitmen. They take a 3-2 lead.
But that power play, George, was a result of, that goal, that power play goal, was a result of getting traffic in front of the goaltender, not off to the sides of the D.
Breeden ahead.
It's
Offside. Yeah, Blanche was about 4 or 5 feet in ahead of the play.
They got excited. This line is not a big line, George. You were talking about earlier, but I really like their skill. I'm talking about the Red Devils line. They possess some good skill coming up through the middle.
Breeden and English and Blanche. Josie. Breeden couldn't handle it. Peddle has it. Peddle behind his goal, off the boards, kept in by Blanche, and he lost it, brought out by Whalen. Caleb Whalen.
O'Toole did get credit for the goal, so
Yeah,
if it did go off a stick, it went off of a Red Devil stick or a leg. But it definitely changed direction.
yeah, watching it live, I thought it went off the foot of the defenseman, but either way, it finds its way into the back of the goal.
That's going to be an icing call there. And I know that the Hitmen are upset, but he never got within 4 feet of the red line, and that's just an easy call by the official.
Just over 10 minutes left to go in regulation in this one. Hitman player late getting into the play.
Yeah, they still dropped the puck.
Still skating into position. Anyway, Lambert has it, and
That's
it's going to
gonna
be a penalty.
Yeah.
Hooking against the Hitmen.
Yeah.
Big power play goal for the Hitmen a minute ago. Now
And
they've got to
George-
try and defend.
I think that's the result, as what you said. Their player did not get in time, and the puck was being dropped, and because of that, they were just a little bit behind the guy. I think that's what happened. Now let's see what happens here. Lines on leg is telling the forward, you can't come in to take the draw. You're the reason why we had to kick somebody out in the beginning.
So power play for the Red Devils. Bucking along the boards, they'll blow the whistle.
The Hitmen were hoping that would stay down there a lot longer. They were quite content to have that puck and in the little scrum.
Just 12 seconds gone in the power play, minute 48 left. Face-off win for the Red Devils. Shot wide of the goal. Comes back to the point, kept in by McQuillan. Richards. McQuillan hopped over his stick and came out. They've got a reset. Pass off the boards. Richards couldn't get to it. McQuillan back in his own end. Quickly ahead. They find Campbell. Campbell brings it in over the blue line. Campbell was looking for Richards. Breeden with a shot. That's blocked and cleared. Length of the ice will go right on goal. Pierce will leave it for McQuillan. Drops it off for Richards. Richards up through the middle. Richards takes it wide right. Off the boards and around. McQuillan didn't get much on that and sent back down. So far, a great kill by the Hitmen. They've killed off the first half of this penalty. Richards. Now they're going east and west. Go the other way. Davidson in over the blue line. Davidson's got it. Davidson. That was stopped. Following up on it. English. Knocked off his stick. Good play by O'Toole. Davidson has it.
Great stick.
That's picked off. They tried that diagonal pass.
Might be a 2-on-1.
Up for Lambert. Lambert's got speed. Davidson does a great job to dive and get the stick on the puck.
No penalty.
No, he got the puck first. Just a great play. O'Toole. Pretty much going to do it, though, for the power play. Very ineffective for the Red Devils. Just a couple of seconds left. And now the player's out. We'll go back 5-on-5. Big kill. Richardson cutting for the front of the goal. Get the puck knocked off his stick. Parsons plays it to the boards. Lambert in to help out. Red Devils have it. Richards put it in wide of the goal. Campbell will try and get to it over the far side. Whalen will get there first for the Hitmen. Whalen ahead for Lambert. And players go down, and Red Devils unhappy again.
Nothing going there. There's two guys battling for the puck.
Breeden off the boards, finds Blanche. Back to Breeden. Breeden working against O'Toole, threw it right through the blue paint. It came out the other side.
Empty net there. He just wasn't able to get his stick on the puck.
They'll come in again. Breeden was calling for it. That was broken up. Come the other way. Lambert with a shot over the top of the goal.
Got to hit the goaltender with that one. That wide rim around results in a tough play coming back the other way.
O'Toole gets it ahead quickly. They'll bring it in. Maddox pedal with a shot, and that's grabbed and held by Pierce.
Yeah, just a nice save there. You see Peddle and O'Toole, the big strong kids for the Hitman team, and once they're getting a little bit to the outside, start to defend against them, they're hoping to get the puck in motion, which you just saw at that time. Richards and Breen, little smaller guys for this Red Devil team, relying on a little bit more speed.
Norman tried to play it in front. That was picked off by Campbell. A little bit great outlet pass right on the stick of Richards. Davidson brings it in. That's onside.
It's a good play.
They battle for it in front of the goal. Richards has it, put it wide. Davidson has it. That was stopped. Goes into the corner. Threw it right through the crease again. Comes out the other side. Toombs has it. Toombs down into the corner. Into the slot looking for Richards. Richards stole it. Richards across for Davidson. Davidson with a shot. Hit the goalpost.
Just a tough turnover there by Peddle. Very unlike, tried to make a move and lost the puck.
Now
Got his
Peddle lost
pocket
it.
picked.
Richards has it looking for Campbell. Good read there by Patey. Norman off the boards to Patey. Patey gets it to center, shoots it in.
That's an icing call. That's a correct call. No,
okay.
I like it.
Okay.
I really like that. The Peddle is going to go over and complain to the official, but he picked the puck up. He was 2 feet on this side of the red line, and he just let it go. He did not get to the red line.
English holding it, shot partially bobbled by Aylward, ended up in behind the net as he didn't catch it cleanly. Now it's cleared out. Red Devils really coming on here with under 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, they're pushing here hard now.
Here's Breeden. Breeden working against the defense. Breeden backhand, stop. Rebound was there, cleared by the Hitmen.
Feverish action.
O'Toole, Peddle, hard around the boards. Whalen can't get it out. Red Devils still hold it in. That will flip it out. Looking for a Peddle, can't touch it. That would have been offside.
Still offside.
And he does touch it.
He cleared the zone, but the other guy did not clear the zone. As a result, it stayed inside of the zone, and it results in a offside. But George, two great opportunities for the Red Devil team as pucks went through the crease, and the goaltender was on the strong side, and the puck went behind them each time, but they weren't able to get their stick on the puck.
And in addition to that, Richards rang one off the goalpost.
He did.
And this is Richards. Lambert, good back pressure. Took it away from him. Foss backhands it out. McKenzie back to get it. 5 minutes to go. It has been a beauty of a game. Davidson with a shot. Stopped. Aylward all of a sudden having a little rebound control
that one hit
issues.
off his blocker. I don't think he realized he hit it.
It's been solid. Campbell missed it, and that'll be an icing call against the Red Devils. Just about 4.5 to go.
Yeah, that's one where the D-man steps up. It goes over his stick, but it's still an icing. Nobody could get their stick on it at all. George, this has been a whale of a game.
Yeah. Game of the tournament, as it should be. Gold medal game.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Red Devils win it, taken away by Parsons. He'll turn off the boards, gets past Toombs, and this is going to be icing against the Hitmen.
Red Devils won that faceoff, George, but what I liked is how Richards stepped in from his left wing position and took that puck and was coming up. He really jumped on the spot, and as a defender, you've got to be aware. So the Hitman defender, he has to step into his skating lane. He just can't allow him to come out like that unimpeded.
Richards, shot blocked by Dunn as he came up with that loose puck off the face-off.
Yeah, the Hitmen are leaving, George, and the puck is staying in. They're looking to get that breakout, but they're not protecting the puck enough.
McQuillan holds it in, back behind the net. Dunn fires it to the other side. They don't get it out. Put it in wide. Red Devils stay on, and here's Richards again. Knocked off his stick, and it'll come out to center. McQuillan back for Richards. Offside.
Good call. Did not get it outside the zone. But George, just earlier with the forward, for the Hitmen, that's one where you're 8 or 10 feet inside the blue line. You've got to get that puck out. Just trying these little soft ones because you're afraid of icing? No. Don't be worried about icing at all.
Red Devils have it. McQuillan quickly across. Shot in on goal, comes out the other side. Hitmen are on it. McQuillan was winding up for the shot, but English took the puck. English has got it. English puts it towards the goal. It just goes over the top.
These Red Devils are got unreal pursuit here now. They're all over the Hitman.
lifted in over the top of the goal again. Breeden will pick it up here on the near boards. Down into the corner. English fanned on it. Blanche. And behind the net. To the boards. Norman gets it out. Like you say, go ahead and ice it. It will be just enough. As McQuillan just kind of let up a little bit as he was chasing that puck. That's okay.
But that's the thing. You need, like, they needed to do that, George. Just, you know, if it just, you know, Norman goes over, and of course she's saying, I just got to get this out. And she did the right thing. It just happened to go for icing, but that's not a big deal.
And the other thing is you can change now on the icing. It's not no change icing, so you get fresh troops out there. That group was doing a lot of chasing on that last shift. That comes in front of the goal. Scores Davidson!
Yeah. And George, they did change, and what I was really surprised at is that they never had Peddle or O'Toole out there. That's what caught me by surprise.
Let's have a look. Right from the face-off.
Face-off again. Result, you watch right here now how this Red Devil team steps in. So it's a broken draw, goes behind, but the centerman leaves his man.
There's Davidson sneaking in.
Yep, and Davidson's got a quick release. And here we are, 3 minutes. 3-3.
All right, buckle up. Done. Lost it. Thrown out in front. Backhand goes wide. Still bouncing around. It's knocked out of the air. Campbell's got it.
A high stick.
Yep. That would have been something that had gone in.
Well, he wouldn't have called it because I was looking at the official. He put his hand up immediately. He was waiting for see if the Hitmen were going to touch it or not.
Yeah.
But it was clearly up over the crossbar. But it still would have been something because
I'm thinking too on the goal, it's above the crossbar, but a high stick is just above the shoulder.
Yeah.
And these players are a lot shorter. It might have been above the shoulder, but not above the crossbar.
True.
It would have been an interesting one. Anyway, didn't happen. Toombs off the boards, but it has been all Red Devils in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, it has been.
Blanche in the corner, holding it, maintaining body position against O'Toole, gets it behind the net. For English, fed it right out in front.
Wow.
And that's tipped just wide. Blanche is on it again. Parsons has it. Parsons couldn't get it very far. English had it. And that'll come back into the Red Devils' end. Done. That's picked off. Toombs. Toombs will go get it himself. He's in there with Breeden. Toombs with a shot. Stop. Rebound is there. Aylward's got it again and holds on this time. 2 minutes to go. Okay, here's the rules for overtime in case we get there.
Okay,
we've got 2 minutes left. If regulation ends in a tie, there'll be no flood of the ice. They will play 5 minutes of 4-on-4. If nobody's able to score, we'll have a full intermission, flood of the ice, and they'll come back and they'll play 20 minutes, sudden death or sudden victory, 3-on-3. If that doesn't do it, then we go to a shootout. I can't imagine 20 minutes of 3-on-3 is not going to result in a goal. We've got a timeout, has been called, I think, by the
George, it's
Red Devils.
1:25 here in Newfoundland time right now. The Masters is coming on live at 2:30. This game better be on.
I know you do not want to miss the Masters.
I do not.
McElroy, DeChambeau putting on a clinic.
It's going to
Great golf.
And Corey Connors, good Canadian, just a couple behind as well.
Masters always fun to watch.
Well, and going back to U.S. Open last year where McElroy wants to redeem himself after gave up a couple of tough ones down the stretch, and of course DeChambeau captured it. Well, we got a minute and 54 seconds at least left in this game. This has been a very entertaining Atlantic Championships under 13 game here today.
All right, time to break out the Ed Whalen quote. It's been a ring-a-ding-dong dandy.
Well, it has been.
We are tied, under 2 minutes to go. White knuckle time now. O'Toole off the boards. It'll be kept in by Richards. Then he's forced out. Plays it back in. They can't touch it. Would have been offside. They clear the zone. O'Toole up for Lambert. Hopped over his stick. McQuillan into the middle of Campbell. Good pass. Campbell Puck bouncing on him. Following up on it is English. Into the middle. Oh, what a chance for Campbell as he missed. Looked like he had the open net.
Open net, just wide open, gaping net. On his strong side, being a left-handed shooter on the right side, and it hooked onto the stick and stayed up and over.
The Red Devils have got their second line out there. They've got Richards playing back at the point. Now they've got the first line. They made the change. But they're on that shift. They had their second line and Richards from their first line all out there. Back they come. Campbell's in front. Shot stopped by Aylward. Quick look over the right shoulder, but he's got it. Boy, they came close.
And I'm going to tell you right here now, the Hitmen are over there,
Ooh.
and they are living and dying with every shot. The goaltender is making the saves here in this period, but how the Red Devil player shot it over the top of the net is beyond me.
Ever since the Hitmen went ahead 3-2, it has been all Red Devils. They have upped the intensity.
Certainly have.
That shot went off a leg, comes to the boards. Lambert couldn't get it out. Kept in by English. Now it's cleared, but this is going to be an icing call against the Hitmen with just 34 seconds left to go.
You better have your best face-off man out here and your second best face-off man out here right now.
We said earlier they don't mind the icing. As soon as we said that, the Red Devils scored on the face-off. So yeah, you need to be a little better position than they were last time. The Hitmen.
Won the draw.
Goes down into the corner. Dunn didn't get it out. Played in behind the net. Campbell comes out in front, and Aylward's got it and holds it. 24.7 seconds left.
Right now, a little squeezing of the sticks down here.
Oh, no doubt. The Hitmen really haven't had a scoring chance since that third goal. They've been down in their own end. Breeden along the boards, pushed in by Dunn. English has got it. He's got a little bit of room.
This is trouble.
English circling, backhanding it in front. O'Toole broke it up. That was touched by Richards. McQuillan back to get it. Knocked off his stick by Lambert. Goes into the corner. Puck comes loose. Richards has it. And we are headed for some extra time in this one.
Wow.
That's the way gold medal games should be.
Yeah, it's
close all the way through. He said they started off in that first period like this was going to be a high-scoring game. It was 2-2, but just one goal each since then. Nobody scored in the second. Again, no flood of the ice, quick intermission, and then 5 minutes of 4-on-4.
Wow. Yeah, we were speaking to Executive Director Craig Tuck during the intermission, the second and third intermission, and talking about the caliber of play here, and me and you spoke about it off air several times. I really like what's going on. It's a lot of players are making a lot of plays. It's not just dump it in, dump it out, bring it around. We're seeing a lot of good plays as the cameraman picks up the Hockey and L brass across the way. Getting ready. They're going to have to wait a little longer.
Yeah, they're getting ready for the presentations.
Yeah.
Put that on hold. Teams will not change ends for the start of this first overtime. They will change ends if we get to the second overtime.
Watching goaltender McCarthy, backup goaltender McCarthy for the Hitmen. He's going down, cooling everybody down, giving them a little squirt of water. But he's walking down in front of him. It would have been a lot easier if he had gone out onto the ice.
Team player.
He is. Giving everybody a squirt of water to cool them down.
They got to find a way to cool down the Red Devils.
Wow.
They've been red hot.
They certainly have. They had two glorious chances just with a minute and a half left, George.
So again, it's 4-on-4. A little more room that might favor the Red Devils with their speed. But the Hitmen have some guys who are very good one-on-one players. So we'll see. Overtime for the gold medal. Does it get any better than this?
Nope.
It's McQuillan. McQuillan at center. Dumps it in. O'Toole. Spin away from English. Then gave it away. Red Devils with it. Campbell with a shot. That hit his teammate in front. Back comes Peddle. This is one of these guys one-on-one. He drops it for Whalen. Whalen with a shot. Glove save. And will come the other way. 3-on-1. Campbell quickly ahead. English heading for the front of the net. Richards back to Campbell. Deflected it wide. Great chance.
I was wondering why he was waiting so long.
I thought he might have given it up earlier. Here's Richards. Richards taking it in. English is the trail. It'll come around the boards back to McQuillan, but it doesn't get there. It's picked off, and out comes Lambert. Up ahead for Whalen. Went under his stick. He would have had a breakaway.
He had a clear-cut breakaway. It was a great pass. I don't know how he missed it.
Just went under the stick.
He was off to the races.
Campbell. Red Devils are changing, so he'll bring it back. Nice play. Wait for the team to change. Brought in. Richards out there again. Richards with a shot. Scores!
You could see it coming, George.
Cooper Richards ends it for the Red Devils, and they are Atlantic champions.
And you watched them and waited. They were so patient with the puck. They got down below, and you see the little curl. He brings it in close to his body, gets the toe on the stick, and up and roofs it. What a great goal.
Here is the winning goal.
I love the way that he dished the puck back, waited for his teammates to get on a poke check in the neutral zone. Watch this little move right here. Brings it back to goaltender, goes down, up and over the shoulder. What a tremendous game.
The best player on your team scores the biggest goal.
Yeah, as it should be. They're not lying, getting the towels out here, getting the caps out here. Congratulations, Red Devils, PEI, Atlantic champions. What a great afternoon of hockey. And hats off to the Hitmen. What an effort, And realize, George, you talked about it, they were down. It goes into the last couple of minutes. The Red Devils come back to tie it up and win in overtime.
3 minutes, 37 seconds into the 4-on-4. Cooper Richards ends it by ripping one in the top of the net.
I just love the way he brought the puck into his body, George, and created space. There was no he created space, freed up, and able to get that quick shot away. And we talked about at the outset of the game, George, how these players, not being big in stature, can really shoot the puck. And that was just a great shot.
I've been noticing Richards since the first game I saw the Red Devils play. But they've got, it's not just Richards. I mean, you get guys like Campbell and Davidson and Blanche and English. And like I said, they just keep coming at you.
They do, in waves.
And that we saw that towards the end of the third period where they tied it up. They just kept coming at the Hitmen. We got McQuillan back on defense. Well, I could name some more, but it's a very deep team. They don't rely on one or two guys.
No, you talked about their first two lines who go out there, and you said six of them were almost like clones, and they play very, very similarly.
And there they all go. You look over the far side. English and Campbell over there celebrating with parents who are very happy.
Yeah.
Campbell is beside himself. He's so happy. So we'll stay for the presentations.
Congratulations to both the Eastern Hitmen and the Pownal Red Devils on a great tournament and a great championship game.
Small community just east of Charlottetown. Pownal.
At this time, please join us in welcoming your official party for Player of the Game Awards and medal presentation. Representing Hockey NL, President Dr. Jared Butler.
Dr. Jared Butler, President of Hockey NL. Do the presentations. See Executive Director Craig Talk out there. Greg Barton, also from Hockey NL. Tina Hoyles from the host committee. We start with the Play of the Game awards. Cooper Richards.
Not a surprise.
No.
Fantastic game.
Receiving Player of the Game award for the Eastern Hitmen, number 31, Pownal.
Goaltender.
No doubt disappointed. The Player of the Game.
Yeah.
Final shots on goal, by the way, just to get that out of the way. 28-20 in favor of the Red Devils.
He can hold his head up. I know it's disappointing for him, but he played an exceptional game.
I never like to be the goaltender that gives up that overtime goal in the gold medal game. But you get a silver medal, which you'll hang on to for a long time.
Yeah, it's about the memories.
The Hitmen will get their silver medals, presented by Dr. Butler.
Number 12,
Maddox Peddle, what a tournament he had.
What a great game he had today as well.
Very skilled player for the Hitmen.
Two of these guys just looked so much ice. That was unbelievable.
Gavin O'Toole will get his silver medal.
Number 10, Bella Norman.
Bella Norman.
Number 13, Caleb Whalen.
Not only did they get the medal, George, but they get a picture taken with Dr. Butler, every single one of them.
There you go.
Wow.
There's your big award.
Is that a photo op or not?
Never fun to win a silver because you say you've lost the gold. But again, it's as time goes on, you'll cherish that eventually. You don't like it right now, but
No.
eventually you'll come to appreciate it. There's the goaltender, Colby Ilwick. Should mention earlier today in the bronze medal game, the host team, the Central Ice Pack, defeated the Southern Shore Riptide from New Brunswick to capture the bronze medal.
Yeah, hats off to them as well. Hosted a great tournament. Yeah, a lot of fond memories for these boys.
I've heard a lot of positive
girls.
comments about how this tournament has been run.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the last time an Atlantic was held here, George, and I guess someone's going to have to let us know, because I can't remember.
No,
And we've been around. We've been around a while. Atlantic's from minor hockey, that is.
yeah.
Number 7, Luke Lloyd. Number 8, Flynn Beersford.
And it's a nice touch. They all get individual photos that
Yeah.
they'll have receiving their medal. Normally you don't see that. They just go up, get their medal, and off they go. But this is kind of a neat touch.
Yeah.
Number 14, Rain Boss. Number 15, Liam.
Some great pictures were taken from the official photographer there. He had a drone here in the stadium
Right.
early in the week. When teams came out for their first game, they had shots of the drone hovering over them. They were all gathered around the net in a circle, and the drone would take
I
video
like
and
it.
a picture, and
Number 17,
great keepsakes.
I'm glad they never asked me to operate that. Could be very, very bad.
Number 18, Ryan O'Neill. Number 21, Brody Dalton.
Brody Dalton did not play today, unfortunately for him. He'll go and get his silver medal. Evan Cumben.
Coaching staff, head coach Greg Meadow, assistant coach Jeremy Bishop, Mark Boyd, Alex Hancock, and manager Jake Rollins.
Coaches and managers will go and get their silver medals. Head coach Greg Peddle
Congratulations to the silver medal winners.
and Jeremy Bishop. from here in Grand Falls, Windsor, living in St. John's now. And anybody who doesn't know, Jeremy is one of the best ball hockey players in the world.
I also played a lot of good senior hockey as well here in the Newfoundland Senior Hockey League. But as you said, George, he certainly made his impact and his mark in national and international ball hockey.
He's played with Team Canada, won a number of national championships, world championships, played in the Legends now.
Yes.
He played in the senior men's, then went to the Masters, and now a couple of years ago they added a Legends category, or last year, and compete in that. And he's still
a legend.
One of the top ball hockey players.
Yeah, I was having a chat with him just prior to coming back up in the broadcast booth here in between second and third period. Having a good chat. Had the pleasure of coaching Jeremy a couple of years, ball hockey and ice hockey.
All right, here are the gold medal presentation. Nash McQuillan, the captain, will get his medal first.
Big, tall D-man.
Yep. Breeden will come up next.
It's a long presentation, George.
Oh, we're not done yet.
Wow, we're just getting started.
It's all part of those first two lines, forward lines for the Red Devils, as you say, referred to as the clones. Not a lot of difference between them. Campbell a little bit bigger maybe, but not much. But they can all play, and the man with the golden goal.
Yeah.
Cooper Richards.
Love the way he bought time and space there as he received that pass.
Pierce, goaltender, had a strong game. The backup goaltender, Ronan Lee.
Big kid.
He played well. Didn't get into the gold medal game, but he started some games for the Red Devils and was very good. Defenseman.
Yeah, it takes
Shane
a lot
Chen.
to get to this position. A lot of time and effort, early morning practices, long road trips, culminating in a great week of hockey here.
There's Caleb McKenzie getting his. Troy Hartman logged a lot of ice time as well on defense.
Yes, indeed.
Not flashy, but very solid. Didn't make many mistakes at all.
Strong on the boards behind the net.
Tate Holmes getting his. Just before that, it was Mason McDonald. Another good defenseman, Shea Josie. They just have so many players who just can fit into those slots, and it doesn't matter who they put out there. Toombs, and Hartman and
Good
Josie.
depth. A lot of good depth there.
Tremendous depth. There's Davidson, part of that first line. Connor Blanche.
Number 16, Jael McQuinnan.
And then McQuinnan. Two of the McQuillans come back with gold medals. And you get the coaches and head coach, Christopher Hedefine, assistant coaches and trainer, all coming up to get their gold medals. We've still got a couple more presentations to go, Robert. We've got a trophy to give away, and we've got a banner to present.
Wow.
What time do you say the Masters starts?
Better not start yet.
I think you're okay.
If anybody's trying to get a hold of me this afternoon, guys, I will be unavailable.
You're going to shut off your phone and sit in front of your TV.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. This was a fantastic game. This was so enjoyable.
You couldn't have asked for anything more from this gold medal game than what we got this afternoon.
Yeah.
Into
I was so
overtime.
impressed with the caliber, George.
Skill level is
Yeah,
much
it-
better than what I was expecting when I knew I
Definitely.
was going to be doing this.
Yeah.
We'll get the whole coaching staff in there with Dr. Butler.
It's a big event to host something of this stature as well. You know, from your fundraising committee to your town in cooperation, providing the facilities. Don't forget these teams traveling in hotels. And that's out to the organizing committee.
Beautiful trophy.
It is.
It's been on display in the front lobby all week long. This event started Thursday afternoon. 5 teams, 12 games, 10 in the round robin. Bronze medal this morning and the gold medal this afternoon. Captain and assistant captains. See Captain Nash McQuillan.
Big.
Foot taller than everybody else there.
Yes, indeed.
Again, let's congratulate the winners of the 2021 U13 Hockey Championship, the Pownal Red Devils.
All right. Get ready for the presentation. The skate over to their teammates. They're going to bring it all the way over to the bench.
Awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes
All right, folks, that's going to do it for us. It has been a tremendous event. What a week of hockey. 12 games I had the pleasure of calling over the last 4 days. Robert, so glad you could make it here for this gold medal
Yes,
game and add
as
your
well.
expertise.
I'm glad I was able to get down here.
We've been doing games together for about 12 years, so good to have you on board for the gold medal one.
Thank you, sir.
All right, folks, thanks so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage here on AO.live. On behalf of Robert Golding, Steve Nosley was the cameraman for this gold medal game. Jason Power and Wayne Lynch also did camera work for us this week. Thanks very much, guys. Great work as always. My name is George Scott, folks. Have yourselves a great evening. Robert, go home, watch some golf.
Okay.
All right, see you, everyone.